We are at the idyllic setting of 19 degrees north near Ambi Valley City in Lonavala. Now, this is the sort of place where you can spend a lovely leisurely weekend, or you can even indulge yourself in some crazy adventure sports. But we are not exactly here for fun, we are here to do some real work. Pardon me for not wearing my lab coat today, but we are actually going to carry out some experiments. Now, manufacturers always claim their cars are capable of something, and you never really know. Let's take the Volkswagen Touareg for instance. Now, Volkswagen says it's as capable off-road as it is luxurious on it. Well, the setting couldn't be better. Let's verify those claims. Now, experiment number 1. Now, Volkswagen claims the Touareg can descend 31 degrees. Now, that's quite steep, so I'm on the lookout really for some path like that. I think I have found what I'm looking for. Yup, that looks pretty steep. So I'll gingerly go down.
This downhill drive is really a test of the Touareg's hill descent assist. The system governs engine speed, it modulates the brake, and on the whole it helps you maintain a steady and slow crawl downhill. All you as the driver have to do is steer.
Now let's see if the hill descent control really works. My foot is off the pedals. I'm just controlling the steering now. Just to verify, I'm checking the inclinometer. And yes, that is 31 degrees. So let's see how it goes. Yep. I'm just controlling the steering wheel right now. Okay, this is quite steep. And yeah, that was quite easy, wasn't it? So round 1 goes to Volkswagen. Now time for claim number 2. Volkswagen says the Touareg is capable of doing a 27 degree sideways tilt without toppling over. As you'd have guessed, that's helpful when you're on a hillside. So is the Touareg capable of doing that? Let's find out.
Driving a big SUV across a slope after a heavy meal certainly isn't a wise idea. Even at a relatively mild 27 degrees, you can really feel gravity pull your innards out. While we were in a bit of pain, the Touareg marched on with ease. Trust me, it's far more dramatic than it looks. The entry onto the hillock was an exhibition in axle articulation. With the rear wheel in the air, you could even see the electronic differential lock in action as it applied the brake on the wheel with no traction. But then, with all 4 wheels on terra firma, the big VW just went about its business without complaint. Round 2 then goes to the Touareg 2.
Now time for claim number 3. Volkswagen says that the Touareg can wade through 580 mm of water. Now whether you cross a river or not, that should see you through the worst of a Mumbai monsoon. But before we try any antics, it's prudent that we shift to off-road mode and raise the suspension as high as possible.
Unlike the Touareg sold in some markets abroad, the Indian version does without reduction gear and lockable center differential. The road-centric tires could be another weak link. So we pin our hopes on the Touareg's all-wheel drive and torsion differential to see us through when things get tricky. Thankfully, the Touareg does have an adjustable air suspension. It may seem like a party trick, but out here it's almost essential. With the controls set to special off-road, the Touareg does a sequence of jigs on its way to increasing ground clearance. That's from 220 mm to a very handy 300 mm. But our task is to go deeper still, about 2 feet or 580 mm to be precise.
Now to verify that claim, I'm going to get down. We're going to measure 580 mm by the side of the Touareg. We're going to put masking tape at that point and point our GoPro camera. Then we're going to drive through our little river crossing. And let's see if the Touareg manages to do it.
This test really had us on tenterhooks, but the Touareg showed off it's quite the amphibian. In fact, the steep entry into the water seemed the only challenging bit. Thereafter, it's literally smooth sailing for the Touareg as it breaks the calm of the water with a gentle wave. A brief stop confirms we are in 580 mm of water, after which the Touareg sails on. It's only on the exit that we see the exhaust sputtering out water. The Touareg is running, we're dry. What this means is our little experiment is complete.
So as you can see, we've been at it for a couple of hours now. We tried our level best to disprove Volkswagen's claims. Well, we failed. The Touareg shone with flying colors. Whether it was on the downhill descent or the tilt angle test, we even waded through water. So the Touareg is an SUV in all rights. It's one that will actually take you right from the heart of this urban jungle to the real one.